Well, there's a lot of good quotes in my Bob Ross bobblehead. That one was one of the more silly ones, I guess. I was hoping to start the stream off with something a little aspirational, and instead we just got something about big nasty trees. Hello, welcome back to the stream. We are continuing the Idea Explosion Challenge, which is hosted by Mike Monday over at the Make Music Your Life YouTube channel. Well, he's got a website too. He's a coach, does all kinds of fun stuff. It's a fun challenge. The premise of this challenge is to, as you can see, I have the rules posted over on the side, to not focus anything on quality, to focus entirely on speed, and just to get ideas just cranking and out there. And then this challenge, challenge 3, the sounds are generated at random by just random presets, and I just have to roll with whatever comes up as long as it's a usable sound. And then just sketch the idea down really quickly, and then you're kind of, the splurge it's called, is kind of finished when you really don't know what to do next on the track, or if you find yourself improving or adding and removing stuff from the track, then it's time to move on, and then you export the track. Well, actually in this one you visually arrange it, so you just get a quick arrangement down, don't listen to the arrangement, then you export it as just an MP3, and also don't listen to that, and then you move on to the next one. So done a couple of these. It's fun creative process. You know, my pedals are all out of whack, using my feet as chopsticks. All right, and we're just gonna kind of see what kind of trouble we can get into. So without further ado, let's just come here to my, I'll put the desktop on this time because I will be visually arranging. All right, so there's my desktop, so you can see what I'm doing. So I have some plugin sounds that I've engineered. Well, they're operator. I use the operator plugin in Ableton to create my own sounds, and I've mapped them to macros. So I have like a basically like a my own VST sounds to different things. So I'm just gonna press random on some stuff. Let me open up. I just realized I need to open up Splurge 21. I don't want to save over my template. That would be silly. So let's go to Splurge 21 because I've already done 20 of these splurges. The last stream I did 10. This stream I'm doing another 10. So all right, got my template loaded, so we're just gonna hit the random button on my macros, see what we come up with. Interesting. There's like no sustain on this. Interesting. Well, that's usable sound, so let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and just get ourselves into key. We're going to go into an F major. Let's go to our chord section. Really interesting that there's no sustain. It just disappears. That's all right. That's what we're going to work with. All right, call that good. Oops, I didn't mean to press that pedal. Well, I did mean to press that pedal. Forgot that's what I did. Come back to this view. All right, so we've got sort of a section and a B section there. So we'll work with that. I'm actually going to switch to my, well, that's okay. We'll mess with this later. All right, so now let's go to our bass here. And we'll randomize these presets as well. If I recall, F major key is all of the white keys except for B flat. Yep, that's correct. Nothing referencing the little music theory cheat sheet can't fix. Handy dandy. All right, so let's go ahead and record a bass line over what we just did there. That bass sort of lost it at the end there. I played an incorrect note once or thrice. Okay. All right, on to the next. Then that's the idea, is you just keep cranking at it. So the goal is just to get ideas and sounds down and not spend too much time enhancing. And then the idea is that you're making quality with quantity. So it's sort of like rolling the dice and trying to roll a 6. And if you can roll the dice 100 times versus 1 time, your chances of getting a 6 are a lot higher. All right, so let's go to our drums. I can't really randomize the drums as easily, so we're just gonna stick with the drums being a standard 808. But I will add some verbiage to these drums to make it a similar epicness as the rest of the track. All right. See what happens. Man, that bass got rough at the end. That bass got rough. Just like you with Electric Trebek. May he rest in peace. All right. And then we have this, let's see, we got a couple things here. So we got a massive wild card. So we're just going to select a random sound of massive. It's not massive, that's Analog Dreams, dang it. And let's just see what we get. So we got that sound. Heard a little preview there. Oops. Sounds like a jingle to some commercial. All right, so let's turn this one down a little bit. All right, this is weird, but that's the idea. That's the gist of what we're doing, is weird, I guess. So that's what we're doing. Let's go to our final layer in here, which is I have the AAS player set up just to load it up on swatches, so it's a little bit of everything in here. So we're just gonna hit a sound. I like that. Actually, cool sound. I don't know how it'll fit in with the rest of the song, but it's a cool sound. All right. Let's do it. did a weird chord progression on this thing too, throwing me off. Okay, so we got that, and so now the next step of the challenge is to visually arrange. So that is what we shall do. This needs to be, there's a little thing at the end there. It's got to go all the way back to the beginning in order to loop properly. Okay. So we are going to visually arrange. So the keys came in first, then the bass came in. And then the drums with that. So we'll bring in two at a time here. And then let's go ahead and bring in these guys here, I guess. Not supposed to listen to it, just supposed to arrange it and export it. And I'm actually going to, on this one, we're going to repeat this there. And we'll actually do that here too, even though this technically, because I ended on a minor note, probably won't sound the way it should when it's being looped back in. And this then, because this is only designed to be over this part, this will also loop only those notes. And I'm just gonna fix this incorrect note that I played, because that note is incorrect. Don't know why I hit it and sustained it for so long, but I did, but it's gone now. And then we'll duplicate that, boop, and then boop, boop. And that gives us sort of a B section with this over here, which is what these are. Dorking this up a little bit. Let's see, what were my sounds? I don't remember entirely what my sounds were. So we'll stack these there. We'll drop that out. Then we'll have this here, duplicate that there, and then we'll just have this guy come in there with that. Maybe have it here. There's not a ton of rhyme or reason to this, I gotta admit. Let's get some drums going. And then maybe here we'll ditch the hi-hats. To make it a more of a mellow vibe sort of breakdown. And then we'll take this here, put this here, and the bass, maybe we'll cut the bass out there. Give that a little breakdown section, and then we'll have a final outro with everything stacked, and then we'll call that our arrangement. We'll boogie on to the next one. How about that? All right, got it sort of visually arranged. And let's go ahead and export. File, export, audio, video. And I am going to save the key this time. If you've seen the previous ones, you know that I have been forgetting to save the key every time. SP21 is in F major. Okay, got it. Splurge down, on to the next one. So we'll make sure we save this. We'll open back our template, presets, and we start over from square one. So that's how we do this. Tell the presets, save as new right away as SP022, Splurge 22. Cruising through. All right, I'm going to start with a random massive sound for this one. Just scroll down the list and bloop. Just load that up. Don't even want to hear it. Just want to. Definitely a playable sound. A little quiet, isn't it? Just a scooch too quiet. Go ahead and capture that. Boop. Gotcha. Oh, it only recorded that last part. Sweet. Oops. Let's go. Okay, we'll keep it that. Let's go round this off to a even number. Don't like working with odd number BPMs. All right. We'll record that in. My metronome wasn't on. I am going to need that business. Okay, we're only going to do an 8-bar loop on this one since we are arranging. So we'll stick it to 8. I missed this note here. Just gonna fix that real quick. Boop. All right. So there's our massive wild card. So we got this ethereal keys one as well. So we'll randomize some options. Oops. Interesting. All right, that's our sound for that one. Again, we're just randomizing all these sounds with presets in order to get these. Oops, playhead's not in the right spot. Hardly even hear it. That was weird, you could hardly hear it. I wonder if I should knock it. It's like these high notes. That's okay, I'm sure if I mess with the sound more, I could make it pop out more. But the goal is to move fast, and that was just a random sound, and the sound is a sound that worked. So gonna keep cruising. All right, so now we have our bass. So we're gonna randomize this bass, and this bass is also another sound that I engineered. So we're gonna randomize sound. Boy, that's just do a quick cutoff knob adjust. I'm actually going to record some automation on this knob as I do this, so let's go ahead and all right, there's another 8 bars. We got bars. Bars on bars. Let's go to our AAS player and pick a wildcard sound. We're just gonna scroll fast somewhere, bloop. Put it over here so you can see it better. And we're just gonna, Driven Bubblers. Let's see what Driven Bubblers is all about. Oh, I spilt liquids on the controller. Ah! The whole system's gonna short circuit. That's a sound. We can do something with that. All right, let's get that in there. All right, that's another sound. We got sounds. I probably should have just set my loop so these come and go easily. Let's now that I'm on my last sound. All right. And now, oops, that was a cool sound though. Sounds cool down low. Damn, I can go all the way to the bottom of the keyboard with this sound. What does a high sound like then? Very high. There's a sustain pedal on somewhere. Alright, which one to use? Is sustaining infinitely. There we go. Found it. I didn't find it. I mean, I found it, but I really don't know which one it was. Alright. Let's, actually, you know what? I'm actually not going to record a drum on this one. I'm just going to visually arrange what I have, and I'll do drums later. So, what did I start with? I think I started with this massive. So we'll have those in there first. And then we'll come over to the wild card. This is kind of a, oops, sort of a ugly arrangement, but then let's just solo out these two. Nope, actually, let's do these two. And then we'll, I guess hit these ones again. All right. Random arrangement. I shouldn't say random. There's some rhyme and reason to it. Let's go ahead and export. SP22. And this also is an F major. Schwagen. Little sip of each. Nope, I heard a sound. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, computer. Get out of here with that shit. All right. So we'll go ahead back to our template presets. We'll save it as SP023. On to the next one. Okay. So I'm going to start this one with the AAS player as my initial random preset. Let's go all the way to the top. Let's see what's at the top. Angelicals. The deep edges. Sounds exciting. Interesting. I don't usually work with this kind of a sound, but it's not what the challenge is all about. So we're going to load into, give a little stretch. A little Saturday morning stretchies. Okay. How about we do some G Mage? Really, is there a... Oh, right. It's a sharp. Yep. F sharp. Got it. Everything is white, but F sharp. Got it. 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 All right. Let's Oh, I can play it as a chord, and it's an even better arpeggiator. All right, that's interesting. I guess we'll just record some of that. Bad transitions. It's throwing me off. You can't hear the metronome, but it doesn't sound like it's fully in time with the metronome, which is whack bananas. Go ahead and legato. I'm just gonna fix this real quick. Domo origato, Mr. Legato. All right, got our legatos there. Yeah, that was kind of shit, if I might say so myself. Let me just mess with just experimenting with some inversions of the chord here. There we go. Now that should sound interesting, to say the least. Okay, so we got our wild card. Very wild cardy. Not a sound I'd usually mess with too much. Let's go to our ethereal keys, randomize the sound. Let's see what sound we got. Ooh, man. That release, I'm gonna turn that release down. A 55-second release time is ridiculous. Let's see. Oops, I'm starting the wrong thing. All right. I don't know I don't remember exactly what my chord progression was, but that's my problem. Okay. That's a sound. That is a sound. Go ahead and fix that loop. Also fix that note that was out of key. That's supposed to be an F sharp, not an F. Okay. Just a little minor touch. I wasn't really fixing my MIDI on the previous splurges, and I know that as I was getting later on, it was really annoying to layer on top of it when it was not right, so I'm at least going to fix the wrong keys. Of course, I could play it all on my launch pad if I'm not really worried. Yep, I can speak. I can definitely speak. What you talking about? All right, we got our bass here, so let's go ahead and open our detail view. And let's hit that random button. Boy, it's quiet. All right, let's see what happens. Get a little bit of saturation so you can hear it on a mobile device. And our release is ungodly a little bit. Let me turn the release down a smooch. I know I'm supposed to randomize. I know. Mike Monday is gonna yell at me. I know it. Okay, bars. We got bars. And we'll just get a random massive sound. I need to fix this. It keeps loading up analog dreams, which I guess is fine too, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let's just scroll. Shoop. Polis. The fuck? I don't even know how to say that. Polis die. Polis. I don't know. We'll see what this sounds like. Oh. That'll actually fit in quite nice, I think. So let's go ahead and record that stuffs. Interesting. You cannot really hear it too well. It's a little quiet, that sound. You lose it in the rest of the mix. But we're not really mixing right now. We're just kind of arranging and throwing stuff in. So I'm gonna just we're just gonna ignore that for now. Interesting. Might play with those instead of doing my normal 808 business. Okay. Those are some quirky drums, to say the least. Okay, so we started with the AAS, I believe. And then we're going to bring in... Well, let's actually start... with some more on this one, and we'll take away as we continue. Let's start that like that. Then we'll move away from those. And then we'll add these in here. Maybe drop the drums. Uh-oh. I gotta fix this. I have an error. It's not quite on the bar. Here we go. So, boop, boop, shadoop. And let's see. Then maybe we move to just these two. And then let's bring these guys back. And then we'll end with a bang. And that makes a 3 minute and 10 arrangement. So that's plenty long. So we'll export that. SP23 in Gmage. Now we'll probably move to a minor scale. Haven't messed with that much. Or we could do Dorian. It's nice in between. Mixolydian. We got some options. Let's just see where the world takes us. How about a nice Bob Ross quote?
This be a good place for my little squirrel to live.
Doing. Bob says hi. Not exporting 40-second splurges anymore, so now it's taking a little sploosh longer. That's okay. It's Saturday. Let's load up our preset template again. And we will save right away as Splurge 024. Save that sauce. Salsa save. All right, this time, let's maybe start with our bass. Let's get a bass line down. Let's randomize. Notes, let's go with, let's go G minor this time. So G minor, we got that flat, so we got a C sharp, no, E flat and a B flat. Right? E flat, B flat. So that gives us a, oops, B flat, E flat, little Game of Thrones sounding riff there. Well, it doesn't sound like Game of Thrones, but that was generally the riff. That release randomizer sometimes gets a little too long, but it does give me a good hold. All right, let's just record something here. So we'll say our speed here is 86. Oops. So we're gonna go G minor, 86 beats per minute. See what happens. Okay, it's kind of long, 16 bars. Will be a little harder to arrange that. But that's the challenge I've made for myself, so let's see what happens. Now, oh, something I forgot about. So let me get a random ethereal keys here. So I have these other plugins. Interesting. So I've got these other plugins that I've designed that I actually want to randomize. So I'm going to add this LFO effects thing to it that I've made. It has all kinds of random stacks with a fun randomize button. Boop. So we're just going to randomize the sound there. So that's with the sound. This is without it. So it's given us a little bit of atmosphere and distortion to it. This is going to be interesting, actually. All right, let's just get to recording this. I'm actually excited to hear what happens to this. Okay, dope. This is interesting. The arrangement's going to be interesting considering I'm dealing with 45-second bars, or 45-second loop, but that's okay. That is quite okay. All right, AES player, what do you got for me? Random scroll, boop, Starlight, Crimson Touch. Let's see what this is. Man, wow, we're really hitting it with these sort of slow, kind of cinematic sounds, aren't we? Completely unintentional. As you could tell, I'm just randomizing. There's no intention here at all, except to play in key and on time. And if I'm not mistaken, I am not. I hit a wrong note there. So I'm just going to fix that. B to, oops. B to a B flat. Oh, it disappeared. Okay. And then we'll chop that to the 16 bar mark. Interesting. Very interesting to say the least. All right. Now I need sort of a mid-low sound, so massive. Let's see what you got for me, yo. Let's see what you can do. I saw a name there, actually, that struck my eye. Where'd it go? I don't know what it is, but the name is cool. It's called Black Earth. I saw it. Come on, it's alphabetized. I'm just scrolling too fast. Black Earth, what does this sound like? Whoa, what the hell? I didn't even press anything. I'm already hearing crazy sounds. Is that just the preview? Must have been the preview. Weird. Okay. This is gonna be very weird. Very weird indeed. Wrong note there. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. That is a weird sound. This was my wrong note. This is supposed to be not an F sharp, so we'll just fix that. There. Okay. That's all we'll do to that. Definitely we'll add some drums to this though, because this could be interesting with some drums. We'll do some verbiage. I'm actually going to do ascends only on these drums. How's that for a wild card? On the sands. All right, and let's get it. Wild. This is actually kind of dope. Wow. I've never really made anything that sounds like this before. But this is cool. What did I start with? The bass, I think. So let's have the drums come in maybe later. This massive wild card also will have it come in here. Maybe we'll just have this all come here. So we'll maintain. I want to maintain these. We'll loop the drums another time. Let me zoom out. It's getting out of hand. And then let's drop. Yes, which one was which? Forget what sound was what. We'll do that. I think the massive wildcard was a weird, like, fluttering, buzzing kind of one. We'll have that one come in back at the end, along with these guys. So I just need to figure out what my breakdown is. Maybe my breakdown is just the keys and the drums. We'll just leave that. That puts us at over 3 minutes on that. It's very easy to stack your arrangement when you're dealing with 45-second loops. Okay, that's interesting. I actually enjoyed that. I really excited to listen to these guys. I can't. So it's like day 11 of the challenge is when I can listen to all this stuff again. So I am excited for that. Obs. G minor. Save. Big export. Well, I got my minor sound. I'm going to do another one in a minor scale. Let's go with B minor. Study my cheat sheet for B minor. So we got B. Where'd I go? B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. A, B, do, 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 do. Okay, I think I got it. Boy, this was a big one to export. This is Slow Daddy. Got a lot of interesting evolving sounds, I guess. Requires a little bit more processing. All right, let's head over to our template. Move on to Splurge 25, baby. Man, goodness gracious, these things are so easy to crank out. And then you just have a bunch of sounds afterwards to go back and work with. So some good things happening. Some good things happening. Splurge 025. What do we want to start with this time? Let's just start with a massive sound. A massive sound. I'm actually just going to choose from the entire complete control collection. Missing man formation. That's what I've just loaded up. Let's see, I said B minor is... Oh, interesting. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Da, 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 da. Now, I know I'm not supposed to get too into the weeds on plugins, but I actually would. For some reason, I think RC20 would sound kind of dope over this. So I'm just going to add an RC20, but in the spirit of the challenge of presets, I'm just going to choose a random preset here. So I'm just going to look at the camera and scroll over places, click that one, and that's our preset. Flux pitch. This will either ruin the sound completely or make it sound dope. So we'll see. It's only got a wobble, so it probably won't be that weird. That wasn't really the RC20 vibes I was going for. Alright, so B minor is our jazz nanigans. What the heck? Nope, that's backwards. That's backwards. There it is. Got it. Okay. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We're doing a challenge where I have to basically just select random sounds and then make a beat around that and then do a quick arrangement and then export. Let me find my temp city here. I'll go 102. Might even just stick with these simple 8 bars here. Last one was a 16 bar loop. Or no, it was longer than that. I think it was a 24 bar loop. Either way, it was very long. And my arrangement got big fast. So we got that in there. So let's go ahead. Now we go. So we got that sound. So the idea is you move on to the next one. So now we're going to come here to this sound plugin I designed in Ableton. This is Operator. Got some presets on here, but I'm going to just randomize my macros. Let's see what I ended up with. Make sure this is on B minor. So we're going to go B minor. Boom, that's it. All right, then we're going to hit our chords over here. All right. Weird sound again. That's what this challenge is all about, though. Let's see what we got. Oh, God. Really bad. I know, yeah. I don't. Why did this do this again? For some reason, It happens every time people on Twitch start getting in for some reason. My Scarlet crashed. Weird coincidence, but it did this yesterday too when people on Twitch started popping in. Very weird. That's strange. It was working fine up until now. It was literally just bouncing. That's okay. Yeah, you're gone, I think. Hope you're still there. All right, let's just record a sound. Oh my god, that is so hard to work with. This is a hard sound to work with, man. Holy smokes, I really made a challenge for myself. I'm gonna skip ethereal keys and just add some drums to this because that is an intense sound. Man, holy smokadolies. Chickity check. Chickity check check. I don't know why I'm mic checking my drum reverb by talking. That's not how that works. Okay, weird. Man, I really don't know. That is an intense sound I started with. Let me add a bass. I can kind of hear a general bass note. So let me go to here. Let me randomize my bass. Can't even hear it because the cutoff is 0. There we go. What are the two notes I played here? Because I'm pretty sure I played an incorrect note. I played a G sharp. And I don't think that's in my scale. That's not in my scale. Why did I play a G sharp? That's what's messing up. Well, I mean, it's an intense sound in the first place. But that's really what's messing up my sound when I'm trying to add another stuff. All right. Turn this auto pan off. Damn fool. There we go. All right. I'm actually going to knock this G down to the F sharp. Okay. Let's try this now. See if we can get another sound on here. Weirdness. This is so weird. This is so weird. All right, let's see what happens. Oops. And there was a wrong note in there. I am just not hitting the correct notes today. Okay, these are weird. This is just a weird one. Weird one. All right, AS Wildcard, I need you to fill in some mid-highs for me. What you got? Give me some mid-highs, homie. I'm just going to choose one from the drop down here. Ouch. You know what I think crashes my mic is when I get a notification, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So I'll figure that out. All right, let's see what we got here for mid-highs. Oh, nice clear sound. Good, unlike every other sound in this thing. And once again, I hit a note out of scale, so we'll just fix that note. Actually, let's bump these up to F sharps. Okay. Very strange sounds indeed. Maybe I should add a weird mic thing onto here. No, we'll just go with it. So we had, the first thing was that massive wildcard sound, which was very weird. Weird is clearly the sound for today. Then let's go ahead and then we'll cut out that massive sound on this arrangement. So the idea is to do a visual arrangement after that. So we're visually arranging. Then let's just leave us with these are 8-bar loops actually. We'll repeat this for 16 and then we'll bring crazy fucking guy back in. Crazy wad. Then we'll pile up again here. We'll duplicate that again. Am I running into an issue? No. Wait, it looks like an issue there. What's going on here? Something funky happened. Oh, why is my... What? What's up with my drums here? Oh, the initial one. Dang it. Hang on. I messed that up. I need to chop off a little bit here. It went a little long. Didn't have my little loop thing set. There we go. Now that's better. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Shoot it, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Come on, what's the shortcut I'm looking for? That's not the one I'm looking for. I want to do it to all of them. I always mess up my zooming shortcuts. It's my thing. I just wanted to do it all, and I'm just not figuring it out. I always space on this one for some reason. All right. So we got that, and then I'd like to do a breakdown here of just, maybe we'll do just the keys in that. And then we'll bring the bass back in the second half of the breakdown. And then we'll just slam back into her again. How about that? Let's go, boom. And I actually will also have an extra one here that I'll use. The last 4 bars, we'll bring in some drums there just to lead us back in. And then that will be the end of that one. So it's visually arranged. So I'm not supposed to listen to it after I visually arrange it. Just supposed to export it. So now we'll export it and we'll go on to the next one. Welcome to the challenge if you're just now tuning in. The premise is to, so this is splurging. It's this challenge hosted by Make Music Your Life. Let's see, this is in B minor. There it is. Sorry, disappeared for a sec. I need to add in a backup mic because my main mic has crashed. So now I'm like working on this janky setup thing here. Let me just add in a audio input capture. Thanks for nothing. Add new source. Add source. But yeah, the idea is to make beats fast and move on to the next thing. Okay, so there's an audio input capture because I'm about to lose you if I close this one. So you make these little splurges. I just made a splurge. So you just get ideas down, sketch really quick, and then you don't edit or remove anything. As soon as you start to improve or remove things, you move on to the next one. So that's what I did there. And the presets are, the sounds are chosen by just random presets. SP026. And then you don't, and as soon as you're done getting your sounds and layers, then you do a visual arrangement. You don't listen to the arrangement, you export it. You don't listen to the exported file either. And then you listen to everything that you did at the end of the challenge. So I'm on 26 now, so I haven't listened back to any of these. So I have no idea what's cooking. So we're going to do some keys here. Oops, cutoffs all the way off. All right, got some sound. I'll turn this mic back on a little louder. Let's do... We'll do a C minor on this one. It's usually my bread and butter. Let's go down to let's go 96 degrees tempo. I don't know why I said degrees. Degrees is not a measurement in this. All right, we're just gonna record get some chords down. All right, so then we got that. So then now we have that, we move on to the next thing. Let me set my little loop thing here so I don't record too long like I usually do. Okay, and then we go to another sound. So let's just go to our massive library here, and then we just pull a random preset from this one as well. So we're just gonna scroll, hit a sound, parlor sofas. No idea what that's going to entail. And then we just make sure it's a sound real quick. And if it's a sound you can work with, then you record it. So that's a workable sound, so we're going to record it. And then you have that, and then you go to the next one. And then once we have a few layers in here, then we arrange. So let's go to our AAS player. And let's just scroll to a random part here, and we're just going to pick a sound. Gong treescape. We're going to see what a gong treescape sounds like. All right, so let's play this one. Let's see, and the goal is to fill in this audio spectrum too, so let's maybe go high mids. Interesting. That's a sound that it's a sound. So if it's a sound, you're supposed to work with it. So we're going to give it a little reverb though, and some more echo. All right, let's see what we can do. Weird sound. Doesn't really fit in very well. But that's what we got. Okay, and then we go on to the next one. So we'll go to our bass, hit random on my macros I've designed for this bass. This is a bass sound that I've designed in Ableton using Operator, and I made my own little macros for it so I can mess with it easily and create presets and do all kinds of fun stuff. It will eventually be available to download, but I got a few more I'm working on. It's going to be a pack. Too much cutoff. All right, that's the sound. Let's go ahead and open the cutoff a little bit. Maybe I'll even record some macros on this. Let's go ahead and... All right. Then there's that. So now we're going to redo some drums. The drums, though, I'm going to record the drums on a 16-bar loop because I want some variation in the drums. So we're going to record sometimes 8 bars on a drum loop. The drums get a little repetitive, so I'm going to record the drums on a 16-bar loop. And then we'll get to our visually arranging, and then we'll be done with this splurge, and then we'll go to the next one. All right, so let me load the drums up here. Let me get a little revage on this. Oops. Oh, geez, wrong buttons. Just to give it some of the pop that goes with the rest of the track. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just record some drums in. Okay, and there's our drums. So that's the idea of the challenge. So you get 5 layers in there, and then you arrange it. So now we're going to arrange. So we'll put the drums there. So we started with our, I don't remember what I started with. I think I started with the keys. So we'll keep the keys as the first things. And I'll keep the bass because they're interesting enough. So we'll bring these here. Then we'll bring this guy here. But I will actually keep just a little bit here just to make this part interesting. And then, yes, bring that there. Bring that there. Let's maybe, just for funsies, cut off like a bass note. Well, not a bass note. Let's cut off... I don't know what that's going to sound like. Actually, let's do it on this end. And then I'm not supposed to listen to this visual arrangement once I'm done either. So you arrange it, and then you export it, and then you walk away, and then you listen to it later on in the challenge. So we're going to get the drums going again. Let's get the bass in there twice. Maybe we'll drop the... let's keep the... let's see, what do we drop? Let's drop the keys. And then maybe on this breakdown one, we drop the snare as well. Let's just ditch the snare. Actually, let's ditch the hi-hats. Ditch the hi-hats here. And then, now that we have that, let's go ahead and duplicate the original. And then we'll just say, bring everything back. And then that gives us about a 2-minute and 40-second arrangement. And then that'll be good for that arrangement. You're going to lose a loud mic here when I export, but you have a backup mic that you'll hear me talking on, so don't worry about that. All right, and then we'll export that. I'm actually getting, with this random preset challenge, I'm actually getting a lot of really interesting sounds and making really interesting melodies that I normally wouldn't be making. What did I record that in? Oh, C minor. C minor. I just like to record the key I'm playing in. And sorry as I'm exporting that I'm getting quieter. I have another mic set up, but for some reason, anytime somebody like follows me or subscribes and the notification pops up in Streamlabs, it crashes my main mic. So I have to figure that out, which is fine because I don't like I'm using a weird template anyway that I don't like. So I need to just kill it with liquid waste and make a new one. So we export this. We don't listen back to it until the end of the challenge. And then I just go on and do another one. So this is the 6th splurge I've done today so far. So we'll move on to the 7th once this is done exporting, which is quick. And buy a nice computer to get slow exports, so that's nice quick exports. So we'll load up our template again. Blank sesh coming at you hot. There we go. And then we'll save this as Splurge 27 out of the gate. Save early, save often. This is something I learned in computer lab in school back in the day. So many times you're working with nice, expensive software and it crashes and you lose your super epic sounds that you're working with. Or actually, in that case, I was designing things, so it's like Adobe softwares and stuff on crappy school computers. So we're gonna go to our complete control and we're just gonna load up a random sound. I just saw something called chameleon, but it's spelled like chime. Oh, it's chime lion. Chameleon, chimeleon. I'm not sure. I imagine it's gonna sound chimey. And hopefully it doesn't crash loading. Prism. Oh, this is in Prism. I actually haven't messed with Prism a whole lot. So let's see what this sounds like. Let's see, what key do I want to work in? I can do C minor again. I like C minor. Interesting. I kind of like this. Hey, what's up, Levi? Long time no see. Speaking of school. Yeah, I'm doing this little challenge thing here, and it's kind of fun. It's I know you make some music. If you go check out Make Music Your Life YouTube, he does these like idea explosion challenges, which are pretty dope. And the premise is to make these like quick splurges where you just kind of bust out ideas really quickly and just try to see what you can make. And it's pretty fun, and you end up with a ton of ideas really fast. So then you can go back later when you're actually looking to develop an idea and create something, which is pretty rad. All right, so let me set a tempo here. 106 sounds good to me. All right, so we're gonna do. All right. Alright, I guess we're going to go on an 8-bar loop. I hate working in 8-bar loops now that I'm like used to working in longer loops. They're almost sometimes too restrictive. But that's what I've done for myself. Actually, let me record a B section. Let me just do that. So let me record another 8 bars. We'll do it here. And so we'll record the B section with the minor. So actually I'm doing C major, so we'll record this section in. We'll do that in A minor, since that's the relative minor scale of C major. And I actually would like each of these maybe to be 16 bars. So we'll move this one, scooch this guy over there a bit. Let's double this guy. Want that to be a 16 bar sucker. Come in here, copy that, and we're just gonna boop, paste it there. And then we're gonna do the same thing for this one. Let's go ahead and make this guy an 8-bar loop. Okay, so now we got our A section, B section there. All right, let's move on to the next sound. Zoom that way out. So we're starting with C major, ending in A minor. So let's go to our ethereal keys here, and let's go ahead and randomize some business there. It's kind of a cool randomized sound it made, actually. Oh, I'm actually not on my ethereal keys. That's on the last instrument. Damn fool. It's kind of a basic ass sound, progression, actually. I just realized that I went to my B section even though the B section wasn't playing on the previous one. So we'll just go ahead and do that there, that there. Okay, got it. Wow, this is a very basic. This is almost too basic for my liking, but we're gonna keep cruising through. So we're gonna randomize the sound on my nasty basti sound I designed. Give me a little bit of we're just going to record bass. The bass riff's going to change a little bit from the other ones. I don't know, guys. I don't know about this one. This one's very yawn. Alright, AES Wildcard, I'm relying on you to liven this thing up with something crazy. So we pick a random sound here. Solid. Square verb. Let's see what you got. Okay. That's the sound. All right. That's what I am stuck with now. Oops, that's recording. Not in the right spot. Okay. Oh, interesting. Let's just see if we can liven this up some more with some drums. That did help a little bit. That made me hate it a little less, having that kind of fun sound in there. I do need to add... What did I just record? Was it AAS? It does need some verbiage and maybe some echoes just to make it interesting, because it is a little dry compared to the rest of the mix. And the drums will add a little bit of both as well, just to, again, give it some liveness to it. All right, so here we go with the drums. I don't know what I'm going to play. Use that as my hi-hat, a little shaker action. Do that again. Try that business again, shall we? All right. Okay, so those are our sections. So the drums there, I actually kind of ended up with 4 sections. So what I can actually do is split this into 4 separate drum parts, because now we're at the part where we visually arrange, so I don't get to listen back to any of that as per the rules of the challenge. Now I have to visually arrange this. So let's split up all of our A and B sections here. So we started with the ethereal keys. So let me just move this B section entirely down the road, because we're not going to hit this until Maybe we'll hit it here. So then we'll duplicate. Oops. So then we don't want everything hitting here. So let's maybe just start with, my goodness. Go away, things. Go away, things. So we'll maybe start with this here. I don't remember what this sound was, but I think it may have been essential. Don't quite remember. Awkward turtle. So we'll start with just those. We'll get the keys going. Then we'll bring in all those layers. We'll actually have this coming down the road here. And then let's go back to our keys here. I'm going to lose the A and B sections here when I look at this later, but I'll hear it when I listen to the recording, when I'm allowed to. Eventually. Okay, that puts us at 2 minutes. So let's go ahead. Oops. Add that there too. Let's go ahead and bring this guy back in here. We'll bring the keys back in. Bass, and we'll bring our second drum sections. And we'll duplicate that guy. That's a 3-minute arrangement. So we'll call that groovy. So let's go ahead and export Splurge number 27. Splurgy. What are y'all splurging with? Let's see, that was C major.
The easiest of all of the chords, or scales to play. Next to A minor, which is a relative scale of C minor, so it's the same notes. All the white keys, baby.
All right, let's open up our template again. I know the mic keeps cutting on and off to a quieter one and a louder one. I'm dealing with technical problems, so
bear with me. Bear? Where? Dumb. Stupid. Stupid jokes. Shut up, Nick. Okay, got our template
load it back up. So let's go ahead and save this one as Splurge 28. Man, we are getting up there. We are 28. Boom. Salsa saves. Okay. Now let's work in E this time. How about an E major? So E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp. So. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Boop, sheep, boop, 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 shoot, boop, 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 boop. All right, easy. So let's load up a random complete control sound. Let's go to the bottom. Let's just scroll to the bottom. Vintage dub. What you got for me? It's a massive collection. What the? This is ridiculous. Alright, well that's the sound I clicked, and it is an audible sound, so rules of the challenge, I have to use it. So such a weird sound. Alright, but that's what I have to use, because that's how the challenge works. You find a sound that is an audible sound, then that's what you're using. So that's what we're using. Boy, I don't even know. That's a lot going on there. I'm not sure how to even out of this. So we're going to just go to a bass line here. We're just going to randomize our bass presets. well this will go with what I just recorded, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Here we go. This is going to be very weird. You know what I want to do? Actually, I also have these LFO presets. So I'm going to load up my LFO pumper and randomize some settings. And this is going to give my bass a little more liveliness to it. Alright, now let's try that. Here we go. So weird. It's like a sound I never ever work with. So fucking weird. Oh man, weird is just the story of the day. That's what you deal when you're dealing with a random preset challenge. You're destined to have some weird all over the place in here. So that's what we got going on. I don't even know how to build onto this. This is so weird. Oh man, I keep saying that too much. The thing about that preset I picked initially is it does kind of have some percussive elements to it. So we'll see how much I can add on with the drums. Okay, so that's one way. So let me take those hi-hats. Now I have a hi-hat roll. There isn't really a kick that's super crazy in there, so I'm actually going to do a second run through those hi-hats, and I'm going to add on to it. Mix with rather than replace by. So let's add on our MIDI dub, and let's add some kick to that. Actually, there is actually a little bit of kick in that, so we actually won't do that. We'll just stick with that, having a hi-hat roll. And that's just what we're going to have. Okay, so this is a lot going on with the sound, man. So let's go to our AAS wildcard, and this is just another plugin where we're just going to load up a random sound. I've got swatches loaded up, so I just click this. It can be found in. Why is that popping out? That's weird. So I click this drop down. I'm just going to scroll to a random part, and we're going to go Little Fatty here is what that one's called. So let's see what our Little Fatty sounds like. Arm that VZ. Let's see. I don't even know. We'll play a high on that. We'll do some highs. Doesn't sound very good with it. I just also realized that I'm not playing in key. Oh, and this is recording from the wrong part anyway. And that wasn't supposed to be recording there either. Okay, I definitely made a few errors there, so this is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. This is fucking weird. Okay, I'm going to move on to the arranging part, I guess, unless I can really randomize something interesting with these ethereal keys, which I don't think really fit into this vibe. Try again. Yeah, that's okay. I don't even want to arrange this one. I just want to kind of like abort on this, but I'm going to stick with the challenge. So I recorded that crazy dub at first, so we'll get that dub there to set the mood, and then we'll come in with the bass and the drums, and then we'll do a breakdowny thing, I guess, there, sort of, kind of, and then we'll come back with everything. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna export that and move on to the next one. How's that sound? I'm sure nobody's gonna be too upset about that because this is a weird sounding thing. E major.
I do want to stick with E major though, so I will stick with E major on the next splurge. I'm not satisfied with. I didn't get my E major fix in.
What? Almost done exporting there. We don't get to listen back. There's no listening back as part of this challenge. I cannot listen back until
day 11 or 12 of the challenge or something like that, which is in 7 days maybe. So I've got 28 of these that I can't listen to. And I'm excited to see what it sounds like listening back. I've never done something like that. I usually am grinding myself to death on listening to something I'm working on over and over and over again. And that is part of the process of what Make Music Your Life is intending to do with this challenge with musicians, is to
ensure they aren't listening their works to death. So I'm curious to see, coming back to it, what this is going to sound like. So let's go back to our AES player. Let's load up some random business. String theory, dirt stab. All right. What does that sound like? E major again. Just like to play it. Another point of how they have you doing this is to fill in the full frequency range of sounds. So I like to see initially where a sound sounds good and highlight its best parts. That sounds good. Let's do it there. All right, so let's find our tempo there. All right. Apparently 118.12 is my tempo there. Exactly what I was thinking. 118.12. That's the perfect tempo for this. Yep. Hit a little rough patch there, but that's okay. I'm going to just record a second take of that, just for the sake of... That's not any better. We'll just stick with the original one, even though I made a boo-boo. I can actually even hit it with a... Oh, business. I didn't want to do that. I actually forget what the shortcut is for quantizing in Ableton. And I usually do it with the shortcuts, so... Gosh darn it. That's not that one. That's okay. Whatever. I don't care. We'll leave it. Leave it as is. Keep it moving. I definitely hear a bass next on this, so let's go ahead to our bass and we'll randomize our bass sound. And I'm going to add I have an LFO filter, which plugin I made, which I'm going to randomize. Oh, interesting. All right, let's just go. Oops, let's just record and see what happens. That'll work. That'll work though. All right, move to the next sound. You just keep moving through sounds. That is the name of the game right now. Just move, move, 100% focus on speed, no quality. Although, quality comes just from experience of various elements of music production, which helps. All right, so this is in Prism. I haven't messed with Prism very much. So E major, so that's the sound that works. Okay, we'll use this as our high frequency. That's the wrong note. Okay, and I'm just gonna fix that C. That was supposed to be a C sharp, not just a regular C. Okay. So we got that, and then let's go to our ethereal keys, and we'll load up a random sound there. Randomize. Boosh. So let's see. We're in E major. I'm actually going to do this one on the Novation, so let's load up in E major. All right, perfect. Now let's add that in there. Let's do this. I'm actually going to do that one more time because I heard something in there that sounded really interesting. I don't know that that was any better. Hi, Bob. That's my mom that commented, everybody. You just gotta practice something. It's all just practice. And YouTube. YouTube is where I got it from, honestly. Having access to unlimited hours of tutorials on YouTube. That's why school is a joke nowadays. Not necessarily the basics, but in terms of like higher education, I would like advise almost nobody to get a degree nowadays. Just learn everything on YouTube and then work for years and get experience that way. Depends on what it is. Because I don't know, even with like business majors, I hear people that are like business majors say that what they learned like didn't apply. So it's like even that doesn't like maybe like finance might be one of the few ones where you need a degree. Oh, doctors, definitely. For sure, don't want to learn surgery on YouTube. That would not go well, I don't think. All right, let's add some drums in here. Gonna add some reverb. All right. Here we go. Okay, now the part of the challenge is to quickly rearrange. This is also a music challenge I'm doing, in case you're wondering what all these overlays are on the screen. You can kind of read the gist of the rules. What did I start with here? I don't remember what I started with. That's definitely not a starting sound. We'll just start with the bass and the chords for now, and then we'll bring in the rest here. So we'll bring in the drums here. So bass and chords initially. So just a quick arrangement, and then we'll duplicate all of that business again, and then we will do just those high sounds that are kind of fun. Let's do a weird breakdown, and then we're gonna come back here again, and then we'll bring just those in, and then we'll do one more over here. It's gonna be just a quick arrangement. Then let's maybe really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing here. And then we'll just boop, boop, and duplicate that, and duplicate that, and then that one more. And then let's just do all of those one more time, boop, and then we export it, and then we move on to the next splurge. So it's just a splurge challenge. These are called splurges. You're just trying to make really quick, fast ideas. The mic's going to sound a little different here in a sec as I'm exporting. Splurge 9. What did I record that in? E major.
Nothing like quick references to the handy-dandy
music theory cheat sheet that I designed to quickly find skills and all that fun business. All right, let's move on to the next one. So let's load our just base template back up.
Stay hydrated. Hey, Mom, tell Dad to drink some water. I'm sure he's not hydrated enough right now. Okay. All right,
let's bring that mic back on. So we're moving on to Splurge 30. Wow, that was fast. An hour and 48. That was 10. Actually, these usually take me about 2 hours to do 10 splurges. This is the third stream I've done with these splurges, and each one takes about 2 hours for 10, and I like to do 10. Okay, so let's see what we want to do for our last one. Let's get a nasty bass line going. We'll stay in E major again. Oops. That's fine. So 92 is our BPM there. So we'll set our BPM real quick. Boop, boop. Turn that metronome on for my ears. And let's do that. I am not playing in tempo, and that's my bad. Let me turn that tempo up a little bit. You can't hear the metronome, but I can hear the metronome. And I was not playing. Okay. I'm tired of these 8-bar loops, but I need to arrange it as part of the challenge, so I don't want to make it too long. Those 16 and 24-bar loops were getting crazy earlier. All right, let's go to this one and load up a random sound. Let's just give this a quick scroll, and zombie is that sound. Okay, let's see what zombie sounds like. Probably not. Zombie doesn't sound like something that you'd play in an E major scale. It sounds more like something you'd play in like a minor or Phrygian scale, but that's okay. Whoa. Okay. This is a weird sound. Oh my god, this is... You know, the challenge says if you get a sound and it's an audible sound that is a sound, you're supposed to use it. So now I'm supposed to figure out how to incorporate that with this bass line. This just instantly took a turn to the very different vibe from what that bass line was setting. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Man, I'm just gonna have to go for it. I don't know how this is gonna work. Oops. Okay. I will use that sound. I will not change that sound, but I am going to record another sound first because I'm going to use that sound as an accent sound. And I need more to work with before I create an accent sound. So, just to stay true to the full challenge. So micro sound textures, let's add caves drips, which is, I don't know what this one sounds like either, just a random sound I selected. Cave drips doesn't sound like it matches that intense zombie sound, but it definitely does not. That is not as intense as that other one. Boy. This is just gonna be a weird splurge is what this is gonna become. That sound wasn't even, that's not even tied to the keyboard. No matter what key I press, it doesn't play anything to the tone I'm playing. It's just playing random sounds. So that's weird. So that's another accent sound to go on with the zombie accent sound. So I still need something else to work with before that zombie sound can come in. Because I still don't know what the heck to do with that thing. Let's see here. We'll go there. We'll go. Let's just play it in and see what happens. This is so weird. Strange. So now I have to figure out how to get that zombie sound in here, which didn't really impact. I didn't really build anything else to figure out how to use a sound as intense as that. So what we're gonna do is I have these effects racks, which I've also designed, and I'm gonna create a random effect to stay with the randomization. That didn't help. Oh, jeez, Louise. I'm really digging a hole. That's a little more usable. Okay. Jeez, this is weird. That's actually... That made this sound a lot better. I messed up there. Delete that. Alright. Boy. And now that I think about it, this is it needs to be a little higher up because I don't have anything in the high range. Hardly really hear it. That's okay. Oh man, this is very meh. Muck City. I'm just gonna do weird things in the drums for this one. Just weird things. Alright, those are weird things. Okay, so I got 5 layers, which is the goal of the challenge. So now we're just going to arrange that. So let's start with our cave drips and our keys. Let's start with let's actually start with the drums too. Why not? You know what? No. Yeah. I'm not indecisive. You're indecisive. Okay, and then we'll come here and then turn off our keys and our... Let's actually have everything here. We'll go everything here, and then here we're going to turn off the keys, the bass, and the drums. I can't listen to my arrangements either, which... Ugh. So many rules of this challenge. So then we'll actually bring the drums in here after this little mini breakdown. And then we'll bring the bass in there. And then we'll bring keys in here, and then we'll boop, duplicate that. We'll just have those three rocking. We'll rock that twice, and then at the end of that, we'll bring in our cave drips near the end of that, just to lead us back in to everything. And then we'll drop everything at once, and then we'll duplicate that, and that'll leave us at near a 3-minute mark. So now let's just come here and do these sounds. Boom. And that's our arrangement. So now we have our arrangement. Now we just export that, and we don't listen to it for a week or whenever this challenge ends. I never get to listen to this again. Ever. Let's see. Splurge, that was also E major. I think I did that in E major.
Not totally certain. And that's 10 splurges. The goal was to get to 10 splurges. Got to 10 splurges in 2 hours. This is actually about 8 minutes faster than my previous splurge ones, which is interesting because this one required me to arrange and the last ones did not. Although these ones I was recording typically 8-bar instrumental phrases, and the previous ones I was recording like 32 bars in one go. So that's probably why this was quicker, even though I'm arranging.
Perhaps. But that's my 10 splurges I was looking for this morning. So call that a productive session. Let me switch back to the big me. Whee! Zoom. Now I'm bigger. Now you can't see my screen. Now you don't know what I'm doing. Could be doing anything. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed some of this. Eventually these streams will probably be dedicated to just playing live music and not doing any production stuff, but I'm doing this challenge for the next week or so, so I'm pretty committed to that. So that's what these streams are going to be. And this is the first one I've done on Facebook in a long time. Typically, I just stream on YouTube and Twitch. So wherever you're tuning in from, thanks for tuning in. If you're on Twitch, make sure you follow. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and like. And if you're on Facebook, well, it means you've already liked the page, because Facebook has 0 discovery on new streaming, as far as I know. So anyway, have a wonderful day. Mother, if you're still there, hello. I hope everything is fabulous with you and everybody. I'll call you sometime soon, probably. Love ya. Everyone else,